Just calling your office.
How are you, sir?
I'm doing well, I'm just sorry. You called me the one time I was away from my phone for a few minutes.
What law school are you in?
I'm at the Appalachian School of Law out in Virginia. I had to get out of Texas because I would not be able to focus with all the other stuff I'm involved in if I were in Baylor. I was going to transfer back to Baylor, but decided just to stay here. It's in the mountains. It's quiet. So
sounds very relaxing.
It's very relaxing. I mean, walk outside, you got a picture of the mountains. So.
Well, very good. So, what questions do you have?
Well, my main concern and issue is that the city hall is a multi-use facility, and the city council is trying to essentially tell gun owners on one hand they can't carry and then create exceptions to others. So the court can't have it both ways. They can't say it's a courthouse and then say it's not a courthouse because we're going to make exceptions. I do realize the law allows the judge to make to provide written authorization to carry into a courtroom, but that doesn't apply to anywhere else except for the offices under the court's control. So,
well, the two rooms that we are talking about are the courtroom and the court staff.
So where the clerk is working, right? That office?
That's right.
Okay, so if as long as a citizen doesn't go into one of those two rooms with a gun, he can carry in the building, right?
No, because there's only those two rooms. And there's the hall that goes to those two rooms. So therefore, the hall that goes to those two rooms and those two rooms are premises utilized by the court. And so therefore, they are off limits under 4603.
Well, no, the office is, but don't you also pay your utility bills there?
It's the court clerk that does that.
Understood, but it's a multi-use facility. Where does city council meet?
The city council's meeting over at the church.
I mean, but where do they normally? I know that's a COVID thing, but don't they normally meet in that building? Or historically?
Until 2 years ago, historically, yes.
Okay, so where did they meet?
In the same room as the court.
Okay, so it's only a courtroom part-time. It's not always a courtroom. It does matter, sir. The AG has discussed this.
No, what the AG discussed was Hays County, which is about a football length and a half building, which when you walk in and you go to the left, there's two separate complete different sections after the entrance, which has the tax office and everything else. And when you go to the right, there's a complete separate set of elevators, and there's a complete separate area that's the courthouse.
But that's not what the AG said.
That is what they.
No, the AG said, and I
mean, CJ, I'm not going to sit here and argue with you. 4603 absolutely says what it does, and what the city is doing is absolutely. We haven't passed an ordinance one. It is a city personnel policy in regards to allowing our court clerk to be able to carry up there, and that's what we're doing so that she can carry because she's the only employee. So therefore, the police department has its own separate entrance, everything else. So anyway, in regards to those things, they're definitions that are premises. It doesn't say part-time. It doesn't say anything else in the statute.
No, but it does say portion. It does say building or portion of a building.
Point blank, it is the portion of the building that's used. So point blank, I mean, what we are doing is we're doing a city policy that applies only to us, not to anybody else. We are posting notice of 4603, which 4603 specifically says, and that's what we're following. And if somebody wants to challenge it, what you're in a position to do is you're not in a position to do a declaratory judgment or anything else because we haven't violated any law. We're going under the law. So if somebody wants to come up there and try getting arrested for it.
Absolutely. We would love to do that. Because then we'll also do malicious prosecution. I can tell you don't give a shit because you don't care about the people. But what you need to recognize is that you're the lawyer for the city and you need to be doing the right thing.
I was the guy standing behind you in line in McLennan County, and I told you were an idiot then.
Well, you know what? It's great. I'll tell you what, Lenny. I'll tell you what, Denny. Let's figure out who the real idiot is in court. Let's figure out who the real idiot is in court.
I think you're a nut job.
I think you're a tyrant. I think you're a tyrant and a loser attorney who's working as a city municipal attorney because you can't get a job anywhere else.
One, clearly you'll never be worth a crap as a lawyer. You don't know what you're doing.
And yet I've won every single case challenging 4603.
You're obviously not competent to even get
You're the one yelling there, Denny. I've been calm this entire time. You're the one yelling.
Man, I'm just replying.
No, you are yelling. You're losing your mind. I would love to get you in court so you can show a judge how incompetent you are and how out of control you are.
So, bottom line, that's it. Go for it for whatever you want to do. I personally don't care.
You do care because it's going to be...
This is how we do it.